All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another daily update on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is just still ranging within our range. We did see a small move down today, a small pump and dump here. And let's actually zoom in on this and look at today's price action, because we did see a little pump this morning here that got us back above that daily that okay, first of all, yesterday in my second update, we were right around here and we were bearishly backtesting the daily after losing it. And during the second update of the video, and I said it's most probable that we bearishly backtest this and drop to make another low to actually hit the golden pocket. And we did drop to make that low to hit the golden pocket. Let's go ahead and pull that golden pocket here. We'll go from the low to the high here. And you can see that we dropped. Let's shift this over here. Dropped, hit the golden pocket, the 618 of the golden pocket anyways. And we did see a small bounce from there. Now, this morning, we were still really all night long, we were chopping down in this area, which I expected. I even posted about that in the Discord, about just chopping around this midline here all night long, and then maybe seeing a move tomorrow morning, which would be this morning. And we did finally reclaim the band of the pitchfork midline, back tested that band, and then that's when we saw that push up here. But this push up was really a fake out, and we saw a lot of people longing in this candle here, and instantly they got wrecked and got underwater. It was looking like it could have been a bullish signal, but we were seeing bearish CVDs building all through this area here. And then we got a little bit of a long squeeze here, a short squeeze, excuse me, a short squeeze. And then we just dumped right back down. So got above the daily for a bit. We bearishly back tested the daily, finally came down to hit that golden pocket, which I was wanting to do. Got the bounce from that. Back tested the pitchfork a couple times, pitchfork midline a couple times, shot up above the daily, saw a rejection up here, and then just dropped. And let's see here. I think that rejection was near our 786 here. Yeah, it was pretty much our local 786 area is where we rejected from. And so we finally broke the golden pocket on the second try. So you see this first touch, the golden pocket held. Second touch, we pretty much dropped straight through it, bearishly backtested it. So I talk about this a lot, guys. When we have a local golden pocket like this, and we finally lose the local golden pocket, oftentimes you'll come up to backtest it bearishly, and it acts as a resistance. So we backtested it once here, dropped, made new lows, had a local SFP of this low, hit up into it again, at another local SFP. But now this time, the local SFP where we bottomed out earlier today, it was also these lows over here. And it was such a shallow SFP that I said in the Discord, I do not like how shallow this SFP is. It barely even touched it. And so to me, it's not really a valid SFP. We have seen a little bit of a pump from it here, but let's go ahead and look at local price action from our highs from earlier today, this morning, to our lows that we made today. And if we go to our golden pocket, you can see we rejected from our local golden pocket. So Bitcoin is just continuing to show weakness here. Let's actually, on Coinbase, the golden pocket rejection is a little bit nicer. Let me delete this now. And let's go to that golden pocket here to here. You can see Coinbase hit into that golden pocket pretty much perfect, the 0.65. We rejected from the golden pocket. Now, the question is, are we going to make a higher low here and continue to trade within this smaller 15-day range, 16-day range, or are we going to drop down to 92.5, which is the value area low of the big range? So let's see, that's 96.428. Okay, there we go. And our golden pocket now, our higher low golden pocket is coming in right around this value area low. So we're coming up to what we need to hold. If we do not hold this level here, really, I see us coming down much lower. Let's zoom out to the hourly chart here. Let me get rid of this thing now. So yeah, just look at this. Just keep rejecting local fib levels all the way on the push down here. Unfortunately, our golden pocket into our value area low, it held, and we did get a decent push up. So from this golden pocket, that we hit last night, my first TP would have been these highs where we rejected and our daily. So it was we had the bearish backtest of the daily. So at least you got a TP1 out of that trade. You would have longed the golden pocket here. Your first TP would have been these highs into your daily here. We actually got that. So you got a TP1. You probably got stopped out on the rest of that. And then now we are dropping a bit here. You know, dropped through the value area low, was able to reclaim it pretty quickly here. If we go on to the 4-hour chart, you can see that it's just wicks past the value area low. Really, just a couple wicks here. So we are trying to hold this value area low here. But this rejection from this golden pocket we just saw a couple hours ago is not looking too good. To me, we're not really seeing any high time frame divs here. Of course, you wouldn't be able to see high time frame divs because you'd have to break this low to see a higher time frame divs. But yeah, let's see, Bitcoin can continue to range within this smaller range here for another week or so, but this is looking like a bigger move is going to be coming soon. I do think this area down here where our value area low is an important level. If we lose this, then I mean, 89K to 85K, I think is where we're going. Let's go to our next chart here where we have that bearish pitchfork, and let's go ahead and zoom in here. Let me get rid of some of this small stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that daily now too, because that daily's been hit through a few times. Yeah, same thing. We SFP'd this low here. I'm going to get rid of that. Barely SFP'd it. I mean, it was barely anything. And we are just trading here within this range. If we lose this range, we still do have our local lows. This is really our last hope for the bulls here. This low at 94K, we could see a low SFP of the 94K lows into our pitchfork band here, about 93.5, 93.7, depending on how quick we get down there. But if that doesn't hold, I mean, there's nothing else really holding us up here. We're probably going to come for these lows here at 90, 91-ish. So that's kind of all that we have new on Bitcoin. Let's real quick look at our VWAP bands here. 200 SMA VWAP bands. Yeah, I mean, we did bounce from the bottom of the VWAP bands, but you can see we're rejecting from the mid VWAP band here. So not looking too good. If we do come back down again, the bottom of the VWAP band would be a better SFP of the lows we saw today. But once again, those lows were really not SFP'd in the sense, with an SFP, you want to drop below it enough to stop out all the traders that longed this. You really just got more of a double low here. And so that's twice the liquidity now to come down and take. So to me, that's a little bit bearish. And the fact that you can see even on this 4-hour candle, we are rejecting from this pitchfork midline. It kind of was trying to hold all through up here as support. We lost it. Now we're bearishly back testing it, and maybe we're going to drop further. And then as far as our bigger pitchfork on the daily, we are starting to really struggle to get back above it. You can see in this whole 4-hour chart, it was holding through most. Let's actually go to the daily chart, because this is really a daily support level we want to see holding through almost this whole entire range through here. And I did talk about this in the video, I think it was yesterday, but we're seeing this chop here, and we're really not able to get some strength and get back up into this band here and see a move. Like the last times we hit the bottom of the band, look at hit the bottom of the band, saw a strong move up. Hit the bottom of the band, saw a strong move up. Hit the bottom of the band, saw a strong move up. Hitting the bottom of the band all through here and no moves up. Even here, even though we wicked way far past it because that was our huge liquidation crash. Strong move up, though, immediately. Now we are really starting to lose it and starting to close dailies. I did talk about this fractal a few days ago in my videos. Let's go ahead and pull that fractal again. The last time we had a close below it, recovered it the next day, we chopped sideways over the weekend. Then we came down to take the liquidity of the lows. So let's take this. Let's overlay that on our first red line here. And so it's taking a couple more days, but we could see something very, very similar to this pattern play out here. Maybe it's going to be something that takes a little bit longer here, but we might come down to take these lows here and then see our push back up, reclaim our band, and then go to the top of the pitchfork. That is just a fractal that I am still watching here. And if today's candle starts to really flush here, maybe Asia will push us down. We do need to be watching for us a drop down to the SFP of 91K. If we lose that, I mean, this 85K is still looking pretty good here into our much larger bullish pitchfork midline. All right, as far as liquidity goes, this is the 1 week heat map on the Model 2. You can see the majority of the liquidity is above that night from really 99K to like 99.7. We do still have some liquidity below us that we didn't fully take, and that's because we didn't get that full SFP that we wanted to see. We just got more of a double low. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came down here, took the rest of this, and then made our move up here. But this is going to be acting as a magnet for us, so we need to pay attention to this. As long as Bitcoin is holding in that smaller range, we'll just trade the range until it breaks. I know I've been talking about that for the past few videos, but it's true. Just follow the range, the smaller range, trade that range until it breaks. This range here since, what was it? Like, 15 days ago. And that's about it for Bitcoin. Nothing on, as far as divs go, let me refresh this to make sure here. But we're not really seeing any bullish or bearish divs right now. You can see here that our open interest is just decreasing most of the day here now. It was decreasing on the start of this fake push up here, and then it's been decreasing on the drop as well. So a lot of positions are just getting closed out here. People getting chopped up a little bit. It's not a good sign, though. We're not seeing very much action as far. We're not seeing a signal of bullish or bearish CVD, whether to long or short this. So nothing clear here. All right. Now let's go ahead real quick and go into Ethereum. Ethereum did make a pretty good push up earlier today. But once again, guys, we just are front running some levels. We did have this SFP of this high here into our daily. We front ran that. We saw a drop. Now, look at where we bounced from our drop, though. It was around that weekly channel bottom of that key weekly there. So it's going to be key to kind of hold above this. And remember, I said it is a weekly channel, so we can chop around the bottom of it for a couple weeks. But as long as we reclaim it and start to make some market structure change, then that's a good thing. And we are making some market structure change here. You can see, let me go grab my brush. From this area here, well, really, this was a lower high. Then we came back down. We made a higher low. Okay. That's good. Then we made a higher high. Okay, well, maybe we're changing market structure. Higher low. Okay, still looking good. Lower high, just barely. Dang it. Okay, but we're still making a higher low. Now we finally broke and made a higher high today. So market structure at least is trying to reclaim and get back into that weekly channel there and hold above it. And our range here, our small 15-day range, at least Ethereum is near the value area high rather than Bitcoin, which is near our value area low of that range. But we didn't come up here. So this actually could be seen as a little bit bullish because we front ran our SFP into our daily. That would have been a good area to reject from. But now we have SFP, 2 SFPs into the daily, which, yes, that could still really trigger us to make a fall if we come up here. But we could bust through it as well. Sometimes when you front run an SFP, the next time you come up, it doesn't work. So in that case, I would be waiting for the SFPs of the highs of the range into our bigger golden pocket up here. This box here, we have the golden pocket up there. And then if we drop again, of course, our point of control is around where we bounce from our point of control. I think it was also our local golden pocket as well. Let's see. Some of these altcoins actually today at 786. Some of these altcoins are looking a little bit more bullish than Bitcoin, and we actually front ran that too. Gosh, how annoying. I wasn't looking too much at ETH today, even though it was a bit more exciting than Bitcoin. So we do still have this box of support down here. We've got a daily, we've got a naked daily point of control, the value area low, and the 786. I do think this level here is still a good support level to be watching. And that is between 2602 to 2587. And actually, now I can even move this box up because the value area high low moved up a little bit. So I've been moving this up anytime the value area low moves up. So now our new box of support is 2602 to 2592. Okay, that's about it for Ethereum. I'm just going quick. Not much happened today, guys. Solana, though. Solana has been seeing some FUD here. And yesterday, I did talk about that 185.5 area in here being like the 886, or 181 was the 886. And around this band here, I used to have a box there. I deleted the box after we hit into it. But we made a small push up and then just kind of rejected up here, made another lower high, dropped down. Now we did drop down to that other key SFP that I was looking at here. And this SFP was of the lows of the flash crash. Solana is not doing too well. There's been a bit of FUD on Solana about the Libra meme coin that was launched, and maybe some insiders sold and knew about it. And, just a bunch of FUD with Jupiter Exchange, which is an aggregated exchange that runs on Solana. So Solana's been getting kind of an more aggressive push down here. We're even taking the lows of the flash crash, which no other coin has done yet. And then even Solana, what I was watching for after this SFP, because I did long this SFP, I was watching for us to come up into this golden pocket area, which was in close alignment with our back test of our band here. We couldn't even come up there. We couldn't even get to the, let me zoom in on this so you guys can see this better. So yeah, we couldn't even get up to our VWAP and our golden pocket area here. And then I really wanted to get up here to the upper part of the band, but we couldn't do that. So it's looking kind of bearish here. And I did close most of this long. I closed like 90% of it actually when we started rejecting here. And Link started rejecting from its golden pocket. I posted about it in the Discord. I said, I'm closing down the long from here. I did long this SFP. Okay, let's zoom out a bit here on this. And I just want to show you guys this as well, because we do have our bigger range. This is equal to Bitcoin's November 11th range. So if we pull all the way kind of this upper price action within here, you can see we've even lost the value area low. And so if we start closing candles, like daily candles below that value area low, it is a possibility. And then we lose our pitchfork band as well. We haven't lost the pitchfork band yet. Let me get rid of this now. And let me get rid of the box now. Well, that too. If we start losing this pitchfork band here, we're probably coming down to this area, which is a swing failure pattern of these lows into a naked weekly point of control. That's at 155. Do I want Solana to come down there? No, but we do what the charts tell us. So we still also have this low here. It's a bit lower. Oh, come on. 168, really closer to 169. That is our last bastion of hope before we come down to 155. If this band doesn't hold, of course. We're still wrestling with this band, but we're not really seeing any strength. We're not seeing the bounce that we want to see right now. Is it possible that we do consolidate in the band even for a week or two? Yes, it absolutely is possible. We do something like this and then maybe make a move up. That would be the bullish case scenario, to be honest. The bearish case scenario would be like to lose it, SFP this, back test the band, drop here. I don't want to see that, but that's something we have to watch for. Money flows coming out again on the 4-hour. Yes, we are seeing a green dot on the 4-hour, but really so far it's not giving us no move at all, really. And then on our daily time frame, I mean, we're starting to see that butt cheek blowout here. If we wanted to see, we've came below this low now, and we would have had the possibility for some daily bull divs, which would have been really awesome to see. But you can see now our momentum wave with today's drop, we have invalidated our daily bullish divs. Really bad to see here. Really bad. So I do, there's a strong possibility that this pitchfork band might not hold, and we might be coming down to 155 or even lower. That's about it for Solana. Let's see. Let me go back to the 1-hour chart. Okay, Avalanche. Someone asked about Avalanche earlier today. And I want to show you guys something on Avalanche here because I talked about this in my video over the weekend as well. One of the videos, I can't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, but we have this big range, same kind of big range that Bitcoin's been in, but of course the altcoins have higher swings than Bitcoin does. But we are losing that range value area low on the daily time frame, and we are losing our bullish pitchfork, which we rejected from the midline up here. And you can see we back tested it multiple times on the daily. We are rejecting from it. Now we have not made new lows below our flash crash low yet. And there is a possibility we could just range here for a bit and then reclaim it. But when you spend a lot, like a week or more down below the value area low like this, there's a high possibility you could come down at least to take these lows of the flash crash at 21. But there is a possibility because we're losing the pitchfork and the value area low that we could come down all the way to 17 to this SFP down here of the lows of the pitchfork. Let's do our Fibonacci pull on this and see where this comes in. Yeah, so unfortunately, we've already bounced from the 886 too. So we've been trending down here since December. So almost 2.5 months now, trending down. We hit the 886. Anytime you hit the 886 like this on a downtrend, it is more possible eventually to come take these lows. So unfortunately, we kind of have a magnet now shooting us towards these lows. I'm not going here yet. I'm not saying we're coming here yet until we lose the flash crash lows, because we did see a strong buyback from those flash crash lows. So we could just come SFP these and then come back up. But yeah, altcoins, everyone keeps saying that the sentiment on crypto is so bearish right now, and that's why we're going to pump. Well, everywhere I see on Twitter and on YouTube, people are saying altcoin season is going to start any day now. And I think that everyone's super bullish on altcoin season, and I'm just not sure it's going to happen the way people think it's going to happen. Do I want it to? Yes, absolutely. I want it to. I'm in crypto. I just see some signs on the charts that are giving me caution for that. All right, next up, I was going to go through Link real quick here because Link did yesterday. I made a video, so let me go zoom in on the 15-minute chart on Link. And Link played out so nicely. So yesterday in the video, I kept talking about all weekend long, we were in this descending channel here. And we front ran our golden pocket here. We front ran our golden pocket here and our point of control there. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be patient. I'm waiting for 18.5, 18.3 area. And we finally did come down overnight. Now our point of control has shifted higher now, but our point of control used to be in this area. Let's go to pull it to here. You can see that our point of control, not even there, but it was in this area here until yesterday. And then we dropped, finally hit our point of control, our larger golden pocket from this low to this high. And then it was our smaller 786 from this low to this high. So we had some nice confluence in this box here. And that's why I longed this. I longed like 18.4 on Link here. And I was looking for my TP to be once again at the SFP into our channel midline and up in this box here, which is we have a naked daily point of control at 19.993. We have our value area high, which you can see right here is at like $20 almost exactly, closer to 20.1. We have our golden pocket up there. We have our channel midline up there, the SFP, and then we also have our broken range value area low. BRVL means broken range. That was our bigger range that we broke to the downside. So there was a lot of resistance up here. But once again, front ran it here. Front ran it here. Front run it again. We just cannot get above this high here. 3 front runs that are super close to it, but we have not been able to get above that area there. And once I saw us starting to reject, I did pull some money out here, and then we got to drop back down, and we bullishly back tested this descending channel that we broke out of. And you can see this descending channel, it was trying to hold us down through here. We got to drop to the VWAP, and then we exploded out of it. Now, I did take some profit up here. Actually, it was in this candle right here, this big red candle. I took some profit in this big red candle. And then I added to my position when I saw this bouncing from the bullish backtest of this descending channel. I added right here, exactly at the touch of the channel, the bullish backtest of the channel. Then we came up just like Bitcoin. We started making a move up, and Solana. We started making a move up just a couple hours ago. When we rejected from this area, I closed 90% of the long. I still have very small portion of the long open, but I just don't, this doesn't look too strong to me. So, and this golden pocket was just from the highs that we made earlier to the lows that we made today. So yeah, I mean, all coins are actually holding up a little bit, except for Solana. All coins are holding up a little bit better than Bitcoin, but really we're just chopping in the same ranges that we've been in. Now I'll go ahead and take this range and we'll go ahead and pull it all the way to present. You can see that our, okay, well, point of control shifted up just a bit. It was down here at 18.4. Now it's back, it's closer to 18.8 or 18.78. We still do have this box down here, and this box was our 786 and that's value, that's supposed to say value area low, not point of control. But our value area low is pushing a bit higher now too. So the confluence is not as nice anymore. Let's go on to the 1 hour chart. Let's do this Fibonacci pull. I would still say this box is valid though. Let's go ahead and extend this box up to the value area low and extend it to that 786 there. Because now we have the SFP of these lows in that box as well. So I would like to see that SFP into our 786. It would have to be like a pretty quick wick, and we'd want to recover the value area low pretty soon. Because if we do a slow grind down like Bitcoin did today to its value, its liquidity level, the swing failure pattern level, and we front run the 786 just like we did on Bitcoin today. Let me go to the Bitcoin's chart and I can show you that. So if we do that golden 786 fib pull from high to low here, and we were looking for the SFP of these lows, these internal lows into our 786. Well, we got more of a double bottom, and it's not giving us quite the reaction we want to see here. So hopefully on Link here, let's go back to Link, we do get that SFP of these lows to actually touch the 786, and then we need to get back above the value area low pretty darn quickly in order to see this really confirm and play out the way we want it to. But we're still just chopping in the range. So anytime you come near the highs of the range, I've been saying this, anytime you come near the highs of the range, look for shorts. Anytime you come near the lows of the range, look for longs. And we're still just doing the same thing. I know it's been slow, grindy price action for 15 days now. But that's kind of what we're looking at. Just trade the range until it breaks on all these coins. Solana is breaking its range to the downside, making new lows. Other than that, all the other coins are pretty much in their ranges still. And yeah, look at Solana just does not look good. It's a shame. Okay, I'm going to go over ADA real quick because ADA has been requested. I did cover ADA a bit this weekend. Ooh. Okay, so this is the hourly chart on ADA. Right away, let me zoom out to the 4 hour and I'll show you guys this. I don't like what I'm seeing here. We saw this pump up to bearishly back test. This is a pitchfork midline. One hit into the pitchfork midline on the 4 hour, 3 4 hour touches into the pitchfork midline, couldn't get above it. Today, again, came up into the pitchfork midline in perfect confluence with our bigger descending channel on the daily. And that bigger descending channel is this pink channel here. I know this chart looks super messy. Sorry, guys. I'll hide this small thing here. And, but I need to leave both the pitchfork and the channel on so you can see the confluence. There's a reason why we rejected here. today. It was the bearish backtest of both this dotted midline here, which is our descending channel midline, and it's our ascending channel pitchfork midline. What does this look like to me? This is starting to look awfully close to a head and shoulder here. If we come down to this area, these lows of this range here, which is about 76 cents, 76.5 cents, and we break that, we could come all the way down to this weekly or down into this area here. Let me, now you can also see I have this red SR flip level on my chart. This has been a very important level, like going back really, really far here. So it's actually more of a high time frame SR flip level. And you can see here, you can see, I mean, it's been in kind of in this area here, And so in this area here, it's not exact, it's more of a box, but I just put a line there, just marked out that area. I'm going to go ahead and hide this for now so that you guys can see. Okay, daily chart. It looks like the daily oscillator market cipher B is trying to roll over, but money flow doesn't look the worst here. Money flow actually looks a lot better than some coins do. Until we get above this red pitchfork midline, I do think we can come lower here to hit one of these three support levels. And then we also have our descending channel midline, and the bottom of the channel is like probably the best target we need to be watching. So let's go ahead and zoom back in onto the 2-hour chart. Okay, so this box here, we have our value area low and our golden pocket. Now that's going to be a local golden pocket from this low. No, maybe, yeah, from this low to this high here. This is our highest one. Golden pocket. Yeah, golden pocket's right in there. And then it's also going to be the value area low of our 15-day range. This range here. Right there. So that is an important support level right now. This on ADA is between 71.93 to 71.43. If we break this to the downside, we do have this weekly here, and I believe that's 786. Let's see here. I didn't put anything in the box. Okay. Oh, I think I know what it might be here. Let's do this here. Okay, that's that golden pocket, but then that must be 0.5. Yeah, that's why it's there. Okay, so you can see we have our 0.5 to the weekly here of the bigger area. And that second box of support is between 69.14 to 68.17. But our real juicy box here is we have our golden pocket, our channel lows, and we have the swing failure pattern of these lows here. That box is between 66.06 and 63.79. So, and if we do start to, I mean, we're really rejecting here. You can also see this was the value area high of the range. So once again, guys, trade the range until it breaks. Anytime you come to the highs of the range, look for shorts. Anytime you come to the lows of the range, which is this area here, look for longs. And we can even look at a very small range. We can look at just like this head and shoulder pattern type of range here, really since last Tuesday. So it's about a week. Let's go ahead and do a fib pull from these lows to the highs that we made today. All right, so the 0.5 is near our point of control, but we've already hit into that 0.5 since then. We've actually probably already hit our golden pocket since then. Yeah. So golden pocket, we did bounce from the golden pocket after rejecting here earlier today. But once again, we're coming back into the small range here. Gosh, yeah, that's tough. Value area low, I bet you. We have some confluence around the value area low. But I think if we do get down here and we start breaking our value area low, we're going to flush a lot more. We can do a little trend line here. And about this is our neckline. And let's take this. Let's put this on the breakdown. So yeah, the breakdown is about where our area of support is. If that head and shoulders breaks down. Okay, last one I got to do today. Then I got to take off here. Sol against Ethereum. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out onto the daily chart. Now, I have this ascending channel. Sol, first, let's zoom out to the weekly, and I just want to show you guys. Sol has been really outperforming Ethereum this entire cycle. Look at since December of 2022, the lows of the bear market. So Ethereum made a pump. So when this goes up, this is Solana is going up against Ethereum. So Solana went up at the beginning of the bull market. The end of the bear market, beginning of the bull market. Solana went up much faster, made a higher low. But look at this. This is pretty much the entire bull market. Solana's been outperforming ETH like hardcore. And now for the past, really since, what is this? December of 2023. So about a year and a few months here, 15, 16 months here, we've been seeing Solana just trading up in this ascending channel here. And I thought about pulling this channel a couple ways. I mean, we could bring it to this high here. I do like this high as well, but we do have a deviation here and a little bit of a wick up here. But yeah, so right now, because Solana is seeing that FUD with Jupiter Exchange and with the Libra meme coin, it's dumping a bit more than Solana now. And we do have a couple things to look at. We have a new daily level. Let me go ahead and zoom in on the daily chart now so you guys can see this. So this daily level here, you can see it's a daily order block, and that's a very strong order block because you see a big green candle here, small red candle, and another really big green candle here. So this is a strong order block. In the bottom of the order block is obviously our daily level, and we have that around our 786 pull, which is our last daily low to our highs that we made up here. Our 786 and our daily is right in this channel midline of the big weekly channel. So I would say this here is going to be a support level. And that is really from, let's see, 0.06322 to 0.06207. That is our first major support level on Sol ETH. So that would mean Solana would make a recovery against ETH if we bounce from here. Now, if we lose that, we have our bigger golden pocket. This golden pocket is from the lows of the channel. So these channel lows all the way up to our highs. You can see our golden pocket is, was that the right pull? Yeah. These lows to the highs, you can see our golden pocket is right in our fresh weekly area here at like around 0.05501. Now, I'm just realizing this now, but that is definitely not a 60% retrace. So this is where log scale comes really in handy, guys. You can see this pump from the bottom of the ascending channel to the top here is a 185% pump. So we have to use the log scale. But also, what is the 618? It's a 61.8% retrace of your move. So if I go from these highs here and go down here, that's not 61.8%. It's only 40%. It's because we're not on log scale. So that's why it's really important to know when to use the fibs based off of log scale. So actually, it's not in alignment there. That was something I was doing off the fly today, and I wasn't paying attention to that. So sorry to the guy who asked me about that in Discord. But this is actually really nice too, because look at our golden pocket is coming in right around the lows of the channel. So that is important. And then also, if we turn on the 0.5, it is going to be around the weekly because 40%, 50%, you know, that's what our retrace was. So this is still a valid support level as well. Weekly 0.5, our macro 0.5, and then our golden pocket at the bottom of the channel. And that golden pocket at the bottom of the channel is going to be between 0.04924 and 0.04732. So first support, second support is the weekly 0.5 here. And let's see. 0.05556 to 0.05500. First, let's see if we bounce here. Third level I've already given you guys. Now to the upside, we do have this fresh weekly to the upside. We cannot pull our fib yet unless we think the low is in. I don't think the low is in. I think that Solana's going to keep dropping versus Ethereum, at least down to this area. But let's do a hypothetical fib pull. Now, this is completely speculation right now because we have not made our low. But let's say we bounce here at like this midline, channel midline here. Just wick a little bit past the daily. And then let's go ahead and, because that is not 100% move, we turn it back to regular. So our golden pocket is going to be at the top of the channel here. And we have some liquidity into that golden pocket. So I like that as our resistance area. But it's not there yet. So technically we would pull it to our lows now. And you can see it's still a good golden pocket up there. Highs of the channel and a liquidity grab. Really two liquidity grabs. This little thing here and this little guy here. But I think we're going to keep coming down so we can repull that fib as it's happening. And then also what we can do is we can zoom in onto like the 4-hour chart and you can look at this kind of range that we're playing. It actually looks kind of like a descending channel as well. So if we go from these highs, I'll fix that. Here. Yeah, nice descending channel that we're trading in. Look at this. Come to the bottom of the channel, chop around the midline, couldn't get above it really, struggling to get above it, dropped again, finally busted above it, back tested it, couldn't get got to the top of the channel again here and here, you know, and now we're dropping. And you can see, once again, more confluence. This smaller channel, which I'm going to actually make blue so it doesn't confuse you guys, the smaller channel here, the midline of this channel happens to be aligning with our first support level. And we'd want to hit it like in, 12 to 24 hours. So probably tomorrow. So I expect Solana to keep dropping against Ethereum. Also look at our money flow here on the 4-hour. Just doesn't look good. Yes, we are seeing the green dot on the 4-hour, but I think that if Solana starts making a move up, Ethereum's going to make a bigger move up, which will cause this to keep coming down. And no bull divs here. No bull divs at all. So yep, that's about it for this Sol versus ETH here. So that's it, guys. I can make another video later today. I'll make one when I get home from picking up the kiddo. So have a good day, everybody.